everybody, it's Kelsee Briana J here with my October favorites, and my favorite month of the year is sadly over. And I know that a lot of people say this all the time, but seriously, that month flew by. One day it was the 2nd, the next day it was the 22nd, and I was like, what's really going on? I didn't even get to go to any haunted houses. So the month was pretty hectic for me. I do have a few things that I did happen to use and enjoy during the month of October. I tried a lot of things, but I didn't love everything that I tried. But these are the things that I loved. So I don't have a large group of favorites this month. It's very edited to things that I truly have enjoyed. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first item that I broke out to use for the fall is the Viseart Milieu palette, and I knew that I was going to love this for fall. I love this palette in general because it has all of my staple eyeshadows. It goes with almost everything. I used it today on my eyes, but I absolutely love this palette. Viseart's quality is just none that can be messed with. Their matte eyeshadows are everything, and this palette is just perfect year round, but it's definitely perfect for fall. Next, I have more eyeshadows. I have the Pat McGrath eyeshadow quads. These are the Blitz Astral quads, and I absolutely love these two in particular. She came out with 3. The third one that I didn't include in my favorites is Great. I just feel like those colors are very similar to colors that I already have, and I think that these are a little bit more unique. The Nocturnal Nirvana and the Ritualistic Rose quads, and these are just fire. I have on the Ritualistic Rose quad on my eyes right now in combination with the Viseart Milieu palette, and oh my gosh, I'm in love with my eye look. It's a very simple eye look, but I still think it pops. My favorite thing that Pat McGrath makes is this eyeshadow formula, and this eyeshadow formula is typically reserved for the end of her larger eyeshadow palettes, but she gave it to us in quads, so I want to see more quads. I love the large Mothership eyeshadow palettes. I collect them. I have them all, but I love these the most. I really like matte eyeshadows, but it's just something about a duochrome or a very finely milled glitter eyeshadow that just gets me going, and these just satisfy that for me. So I love these, and I highly recommend them, especially for the holiday season. Next is this brush, Soniaji. Soniaji, the Designer Pro brush. This is a single off brush that she just launched. It did not come in a pack. It came out by its lonesome, and I love this brush. I think that this brush is so cool in the way that it's shaped, and this is the exact type of brush that I use a lot in my collection. I like this brush for dusting off my under eye. I also like this brush for my highlight. You can use it for your blush or for your bronzer depending on your face shape. For me, it's a little bit small for that, so I use this for more detailed work on the face. And the quality of this brush is amazing, just like all of her other brushes. You just cannot go wrong with Soniaji brushes, and the Designer Pro brush is a welcomed addition to my brush collection. And I had to wash this brush to make sure that it was clean for this video, and then I had to make sure that I didn't use it, and I was really tempted to do so, but I was like, you know what, Kelsee, chill. Keep the brush clean just for the video. That way you all can see it in its glory. This is how it looks when it's fresh and new and clean. But I've used this brush so many times since I've gotten it, and it has already made its way into my regular rotation. So boom. Next, I love this highlighter palette that I got from MAC, and this is one of my favorite pieces that I have ever gotten from a MAC holiday launch. This is called the Star Dipped Face Compacts in the color Medium Deep, and I love this because I love MAC Extra Dimension products. In this palette we have highlighters and we have a bronzer, and I just love it. The Extra Dimension formula is so slept on, and I feel like on social media people are kind of veering away from MAC, but MAC still makes bangers, and this is one of those products. It has 3 re-promoted products and 1 new product. Of the 3 re-promoted products, I haven't seen them come out with this bronzer in a long time. Snow Flushed, it was limited edition, and not a lot of people got a chance to get their hands on it, but they put it back in this palette. And then Oh Darling, I believe, is permanent, but this highlighter palette just is beautiful. It's so reflective. It's so finely milled. It doesn't have large flecks of glitter in it, and it just gives you that wet sheen look, and it looks gorgeous as a highlight. And I love the bronzer. The bronzer works on me too, so I think that this is beautiful. And like I said in my video, I see myself using this year round, which is a problem with holiday makeup. Oftentimes for me, holiday makeup stays in the holiday, and then I'm just left with all this holiday makeup, but then I just don't use it. So this year and next year, 2020, is my mission to use my makeup even if I buy it in the holiday season. So next I have the Huda Beauty Nude Obsessions palettes, and I love these. I think that they're beautiful. Now, I just reviewed these on my channel, so you may be like, Kelsey, like, how do you love them but you haven't been using them? But I actually filmed that video right when those palettes came out, so I've been using them since then, and I really do love them. And my favorite one is the medium one. That's because I feel like this one is the best suited for my complexion, and it has the most caramel, honey toned colors in here. But I love this. I feel like the quality of these is great, and I know a lot of people don't love the Obsessions palettes, and that's because they're really fast makeup. So I've given this example before. Just like Forever 21 is fast fashion, these are fast makeup, so they're a little bit trendier. They're not necessarily going to be the best quality of a color story that you can get, but it's trendy, it's current, it's not that expensive, and I think that the quality is good for the price point. So I love them, and I've been using the medium one on heavy rotation. The other two are pretty, but I like the other two with other palettes in conjunction with them. The medium one, I can just use this one by itself, get a good look, and be out the door. And the last makeup products that I have is from none other than Mel Thompson in the building. You all know Mel Thompson is my best friend. She has a YouTube channel. If you have not seen her channel, make sure you check her out. But she came out with a collaboration with Christian Oudette, and I have to include it. Like, what kind of friend would I be if I didn't put that in my favorites? So I absolutely love the collaboration. I'm proud of her. And if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, make sure you head over to christianaudette.com. I will have a link for it down in my description box, but it is a collection of lip products. There are 2 lip liners and there are 2 lipsticks, and I just so happen to have a set that I purchased in my hand. And random giveaway, I want to do a giveaway to someone out there. So the package includes Kitten lip liner, Smooches lip liner, Puffin lipstick, and Beauty lipstick. It does not come with a candle. That was a PR package. This is a package that is available on christianaudette.com. So to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and then leave a comment once you've done both of those things, and leave your Instagram name down in the comment section and say Smooches in the comments. So in the comment, you can say whatever you want to say, but also make sure that you have your Instagram name in there, and then make sure that you put Smooches. The only comments that will count towards an entry are comments on this video only. But this giveaway is for US residents only. In the future, I do want to do more giveaways and have them open internationally, but for now, this one is only available to US residents. So make sure you follow those steps. So I will pick one winner at random on November 15th at 11:59 Central Standard Time. So you have between now and then to enter as many times as you want to, leave as many comments as you want. So good luck to you all. I will DM the winner on November 16th, and then I will ship out the item as soon as I get your information. You have 24 hours to respond to me, and if you don't do that, then I will move on to the next winner, and so on and so forth. So I'm excited about that. I haven't done a giveaway in a while, and I think that this will be a great time to do it because it's Mel's collection, and I just hit 40K. Yay, 40K. Hey. So we have so many things in store. This is only the beginning. But these are all of the makeup products that are my favorites. Now I have a few other things that I want to share. This is a favorite, but it's not necessarily a beauty product, and it is heavy, so give me a moment. This book is one of my favorites. This book is Rihanna's coffee table book that just launched, and I actually just filmed a review on this book. I want to show you guys this book a little bit more in depth, but I am obsessed with it, and I'm actually cheating right now. My boyfriend is actually behind the scenes holding up the book because it's so freaking heavy. Like, this book is huge. In the video, I'll go more in depth about this book, but I showed you all this on Instagram as soon as I got it, and a lot of you all were interested in it, so I figured why not just film a video review for you all who want to know a little bit more about it. It'll break up a little bit of the content and the reviews and all that good stuff, and I thought it would be fun. So stay tuned for that. But this is definitely one of my favorite purchases that I made all month. So I'm gonna put my boyfriend out of his misery and let him put the book down. But I love this book and I think the idea is just so cool. So those are all my favorites. Now I want to share with you all some PR that I got this month. So one of my favorite brush brands and friends to the Kel Belles, Refer, sent me some new developments from the brand. They sent me one of their brushes that they made specifically because Mel had asked them to do it, which is a dupe of the MAC 242, which we all know has been changed. So they've sent me this and I absolutely love it. So I don't know if they've started selling this brush yet for purchase, but I love it. And they also sent over one of their new brushes. This is a P22 and this brush is Luxe. I love a gold ferrule. I love it, love it, love it. This brush is so soft and I just think that they're just overall just a bomb brand and they are expanding, and that is for good reason. It's because they make quality brushes. They listen, and so I love them for that, and I absolutely cannot wait to use this brush. I'm going to use it all over my face. It's very reminiscent of my Tom Ford bronzer brush. It's just a little bit more narrow, but you all already know that the Tom Ford bronzer brush was discontinued, the natural hair one. So we have the synthetic hair one, which is not quite the same, unfortunately. So I'm happy that Refer is coming through. I think that it's going to expand a little bit more once I wash it, but I'm going to be bronzing it up. So thank you so much, Refer. They always are sending over something super cool. And if you all have not checked out their brush brand, please do yourself a favor and do so. They are amazing brushes, very high quality, and they are very reasonably priced. So Refer is doing big things. Thank you. Pixie Beauty always surprises me with these large boxes, and I'm always so happy like a kid on Christmas. So here's the box. It has the founder of Pixie in the middle, and then we have beauty influencers, and there's an array of products. Like, look at this. Thank you so much, Pixie. Like, they just do things so big and I love that. I cannot wait to play with these things. There's an eyeshadow palette in here. There's lip glosses in here, liquid lipsticks, a shade stick. I definitely see myself doing a video on this in the future. You all let me know if you want to see that. Thank you so much, Pixie. I love, love, love their PR packages. I think that they put so much thought and effort into it. So thank you, Pixie. And Kaleidos Beauty sent over their newest products, and I think that Kaleidos has the best packaging in the game in terms of making sure that your products are going to arrive safely. Like, this thing right here is impenetrable. Like, there will be no broken products with this. So I love that, especially since I've been a person who's gotten so many broken palettes, highlighters, and all that throughout the years, that when a company goes the extra mile to ensure that your package is going to be secure, especially coming from overseas, I appreciate that. I adore Kaleidos, and I'm going to do a full brand video very soon on my channel, but their packaging is just so beautiful. I love their presentation. I just love this brand so much. I think it's because I'm an Aquarius and I love anything futurism, like next level, and that's what their brand is based upon. So I love that. They gave me a little note. It says, "A message from the future. Dear Kelsee, welcome to your space age highlighter mini retreat. This experience was tailored especially for your maximum satisfaction and glow indulgence. Thank you for all of your support. Enjoy your journey to the future of makeup. Sincerely, the Kaleidos team." Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, so I have brushes in here too that I didn't even know I was getting. I knew about the highlighters with brushes. Skywalker highlighter. I'm excited, you all. I feel like this is just gonna be in my December favorites. Like, I just feel like it. So here's one of the highlighters. This one is in the color Skywalker. It's so smooth. Okay. Full video coming soon. I'm not gonna open up all of them right now, but Kaleidos makeup is taking over. I'm so excited to share this with you all. Thank you so much, Kaleidos. I am forever and ever impressed with your presentation, and I cannot wait to dig into these products, and I cannot wait to share them with you all. Alright guys, so I'm gonna keep going with my video. If you hear some noises outside, I apologize. A pipe burst in my apartment complex, and so they have to fix it, but I don't want to stop filming my video because I'm doing something. But if you hear like some construction outside, it shouldn't be too loud, but if you do, that's what it is. So the last thing that I want to share is not PR, but it is a gift that I got from a very beautiful and special lady, Yvonne. And I told her, please don't send me anything. She was like, no, please accept it. So I was like, okay. So she sent me this token of appreciation for me being featured on her blog, which is beautybrainsandblog.com. I will have a link to my article down below, but she featured me and I thought that she was so sweet, and she sent me this and I was so excited to get it. Thank you so much for sending this over. But it is a gratitude journal, so it has different writing prompts for you to just sit down and reflect on the things that you are most grateful for, and just really inspire you to write and really do a lot of internal dialogue and just really list the things and talk about things that you are just really thankful to have in your life. So I thought that this was just really sweet. I have not started journaling in it, but I definitely am going to. But thank you so much to everybody who sent me things this month. I really do appreciate it. If you have anything that you would like to send to me, I will leave my P.O. box information down in the description box. But that's everything. Now let's move into a little bit of Kelsee on culture. And I have a few things that I want to talk to you guys about. And the first thing that I have to talk about is power. And I want to talk about what happened, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. So I'm going to put a timestamp for you all to fast forward this video to if you are not caught up on power, and I will give you a few seconds to do so. So I'm going to just look at my phone. Scoot the video up if you're not caught up. If you know you still are watching, you haven't quite gotten to this point of this latest episode, I'm going to give you a little bit of time, give you a little bit more. Respond to a few comments on my Instagram, and then I'll be here. So at this point, hopefully anybody who has not seen it, fast forward it, but I need to talk about this. I need to know who shot Ghost. Who did it? I need to know that. I have a few theories of my own, but a theory that my boyfriend presented to me is that Ramona was the person who shot Ghost, and she is the little sister of somebody that Ghost has killed in the past. She's coming back to seek revenge. That's why she just was so supportive of him. She was like eerily close to him, but then she still was kind of weird at the same time. That's his theory. I definitely think Ghost is dead, and I feel like that would just be for the best, because I don't see what he's going to do if you bring him back. Like, what is he going to do? Be the governor of New York? Like, I feel like his story arc is complete. Like, there's nothing else he can do. He doesn't want to be a drug lord. He doesn't want to really just own truth. He's had several opportunities to expand his truth franchise. He hasn't taken them. So I really don't think his heart is in the club anymore. He wants to be in the political arena. But then at the same time, his past is like, in what world can you do all these things and then still be able to run and have the support of people? So I don't know what he would do when he comes back. Nobody likes him. Tasha doesn't like him. Tariq doesn't like him. Tommy doesn't like him. Tate doesn't like him. Anybody whose name starts with a T does not like this man. And then Ramona, she's kind of questionable. And then we have Paz. She don't like him. Sax definitely doesn't like him. I mean, they could keep it going and going and going, but I think just for a solid ending, I think that he should be dead. And then that way, since they said it is going to be a spinoff, then that way the spinoff can have a fresh start and we can get a totally new set of characters, and then these characters can just go on and live their life. I know we have like 5-6 episodes left starting back in January, and again, my boyfriend, he thought of this. He was like, maybe Ghost is dead, and then every episode will be from the suspects' narratives. So we saw in that last episode, everybody was walking like seemingly towards truth. We don't know really where these people were walking to or from or whatever, but it seems like they were all walking to meet Ghost and take them down. So maybe it'll be like a narrative to build up to what they were doing or what they were thinking, or if they were even on the way to kill him. So we'll see. I think it would be really whack if this was a dream sequence and then he wakes up and it's like, that's whack to me. I feel like we've done that so many times in TV history. Like, that would just be like the lamest possible thing that could happen. Or maybe he did get shot and maybe he doesn't die. If he spends the rest of the season in a coma, that also would be pretty anticlimactic. So let me know what you all think about Power. What do you want to see from them? Even though Ghost has been like a character to keep you on your toes, I definitely just feel like his time has run out. It's time for Ghost to go. It's time for Ghost to become a literal ghost. bye-bye. But just because I want Ghost dead does not mean that I want Tariq to step up and just be the man in charge, like he just really know all about it, because he doesn't. So I don't want to see that either, but we'll see. That's everything that I've been watching that's current. I actually have watched all of the seasons of America's Next Top Model now. It's on Hulu, and you know, I just started with season 1, and season 1 is super nostalgic for me because I am a huge America's Next Top Model fan, and I am a huge fan of Tyra Banks. So I started with season 1, and I remember watching it, and I even remembered the order that people were eliminated in. That's how much I loved America's Next Top Model. But then I moved when I was a kid, and then wherever I moved, I didn't have the channel UPN anymore, which is very strange, but we did not have that channel, and so I didn't get to see pretty much the rest of the seasons. I kind of was able to catch a little bit of it because my granddaddy used to record America's Next Top Model for me on a VHS, and then he would send it to me, and then I would be able to kind of see different episodes, but I never really watched it fully in order. But I watched every single episode in order, and oh my gosh, the progression of that show is just ridiculous. Like how it started out and then how it was like when we got to about season 15. It's like 2 totally different shows. So when that budget increased, the show just turned different, and then it just really kind of turned more so like reality based versus people who are really thinking they are going to be models. They are going to go on the show. They're going to be the next Heidi Klum. They're going to be the next Tyra Banks. And I think that once we got to about season 10, people were like, all right, I'm going out here for my 5 minutes. Give me my shine. The seasons where Tyra is not as heavily involved are always not as good as the ones where she is. America's Next Top Model needs Tyra Banks. And then I was kind of sad when we got rid of like Nigel Barker and the Jays, and we came in with somebody named Brian Boy and then the other guy, and I was like, Kelly Catrone I didn't mind as much. She was cutthroat, but I don't know. So Tyra only. If Tyra's not coming, the show is a little tired. We need Tyra. But that's everything that I've been watching TV wise. But I do want to talk to you all about a sandwich that I finally was able to taste. We all know how much hype the Popeyes chicken sandwich has gotten, and I finally was able to taste this sandwich. And you all have hyped up this sandwich so much that when I tasted this sandwich, I was expecting to taste a tiny slice of heaven. So here is my feedback on this sandwich. So the sandwich is pretty good. I went to the Popeyes super early. It was like, I don't know, 10:45 a.m. Okay, so they opened at 10 o'clock, and I'm like, nobody's gonna be there right when they opened. I know I was lying. The line was wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. So I waited because I've been waiting to taste this sandwich. What's another 45 minutes to sit in line for it? So I waited in line and I waited. And so when I finally got to the speaker, I ordered 2 sandwiches. I wanted to taste the original sandwich and I wanted to taste the spicy sandwich. And then I got the Cajun seasoned fries. So number 1, the bread on this sandwich is amazing. Number 2, I didn't know it had that much mayonnaise on it. Otherwise, I would have said I didn't want mayonnaise, because I'm not a fan of mayonnaise. Number 3, I wish that they had some cheese. I like cheese on my sandwiches. Because they don't have cheese, that's a point down for me. Number 4, I think the sandwich is okay. All right, so I am a diehard Chick-fil-A girl. Like, I've eaten Chick-fil-A my entire life. Like, I am a Chick-fil-A bae. So there were a lot of comparisons out there. Like, is this sandwich better than Chick-fil-A's? This sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A's. So I was like, well, you're not going to easily woo me over with that. So I tasted the sandwich. The sandwich has a nice amount of crunch to it. The sandwich pretty much has a good flavor. I do think that the spicy sandwich has a better flavor than the original sandwich. But I don't like spicy. So you're like, Kelsey, why did you buy the spicy one? I needed to taste it. It was for scientific reasons. So I tasted the spicy one. It was just a little bit too spicy for me. So I couldn't even finish that. I let my boyfriend have that one. But they both were very thick, juicy pieces of chicken. And they had a good flavor. But I feel like the original one needs a little bit more seasoning. The sandwich does not taste better than Chick-fil-A's sandwich overall. Like, the seasoning of the chicken is just not there. But the chicken overall just looks like it's juicier. And Chick-fil-A's chicken, not the batter, but the chicken is sometimes hit or miss. Sometimes I get pieces of chicken that are flat and I hate that, and then it's kind of stringy. But then, you know, we have the juicy pieces of chicken and then the seasoning of it just tastes better. But I will say that Popeyes is killing Chick-fil-A's bread. Popeye's bread is just a lot fluffier and softer, and it was warm and it just was perfect. So if I could take Popeye's bread and Chick-fil-A's juicy chicken on their best day and then get a little bit of cheese on there, ha, that would be the perfect sandwich. So I'm going to say Popeyes does have something there. To me, it's not perfected. And to me, I don't think that it warrants this much hype, but I do like it. I would eat it again. It's just not Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry. It's not. Even with the bread being better than Chick-fil-A's bread, overall, it's just not a better sandwich to me. I've spoken. Now let's talk about Kelsee's comment corner. So I picked out some of my favorite comments for October. So let's get to it. So Makeup Mama says, "You are literally the only person that looks I have actually followed and done repeatedly. You make any palette usable, wearable, and beautiful. Thank you." Thank you so much, Makeup Mama. Like, that is such a sweet comment, especially since there are so many tutorials out here on YouTube, and there are other channels that focus more so on tutorials. So for you to come to say that to me, I really appreciate that, because I feel like my channel is more so based on reviews and new products launches, and then I will add in tutorials. I'm so happy that you can learn from my technique, because it lets me know that you all still enjoy my tutorials, because sometimes I'm like, why do I even do tutorials? But comments like this is why I do it. So thank you so much, Makeup Mama. So next is a comment from Sanisha Rodriguez. She says, "I need this palette. It's so beautiful." Side note, when the captions come on, it says, quote, "Kelsee, bring on a J." First of all, YouTube captions, you don't have to come for me because I'm from Tennessee, okay? So it's Kelsee Briana or Briana J. I cannot stand captions and how they like butcher everything people say. And it's like, I did not say bring on a J. Like, that is not what I said, and you do not have to play my southern drawl like that, okay? YouTube, get your caption game together. But I thought that was really funny. So the next comment that I have is not necessarily a comment that I love, but it's just something that I want to address. It's from Sam. She says, "Can you please put the recommendations in the description box? It'll go a long way to getting more subs because it shows you care." So let me unpack this comment. The reason why I do not put all of the items that I talk about in recommendations videos and in favorites videos is because people will not watch the video. And video retention is very important, especially nowadays in YouTube, because the algorithm recognizes when people come into your video and they don't watch. Because video retention is just as important as people clicking the video in the first place. Because if you come into a video that's 15 minutes long and you don't watch it but for 2 minutes and you click out of it, that just reports back to YouTube as people aren't interested in your video, and so it reflects negatively, and then YouTube will not recommend your videos, and so you will not grow because they'll say, oh, well, these videos are not doing well with this demographic who is the targeted demographic for this type video, so we're not going to recommend this channel. We're actually going to bury this channel. That is why I don't put the recommendations in the description box, especially initially, because it's human nature. Most people, when they see the items that are going to be talked about in the video, instead of watching the video, they'll just see the items and click off because they have all of the information that they need. I know that some people may think that I'm being lazy because I don't put these items in the description box, but I intentionally do not do so because I do have a smaller channel and I am trying to actively grow my channel. And so by doing that, if I'm talking about something in a video, my purpose is for you all to actually watch the video. So I know my Kel Belles are going to watch the video regardless, but for people who don't know me, they're like, I just want to know what you're talking about and that's it. And then they watch it for a minute or 2 minutes and click out. That's really not going to help my channel grow. It's going to stifle my channel. And so I do care. You know, I care a lot actually, and that's why I stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes editing videos, breaking my neck to make sure that I get some of the products out as soon as possible. That way you all can make informed decisions. So hopefully nobody out there thinks because I don't put items in the description box that I don't care, because that's absolutely not true. So I just want to let you all know that in case some of you all may think that as well. I would love to put them in the description box. I actually use affiliate marketing. That way if you click that, then I do get a small percentage of that sale. So if I put it there and then you click it and I get a sale, okay, boom. That also helps to support the channel. But I do put links to the stores in my description box for you all to shop through. So I have links to Sephora, Nordstrom, all of the popular retailers that I often talk about. So that way you can shop through those links, but I don't necessarily put every single detail in there just because video retention is important, guys. That's all I have to say about that. So Sam, thank you so much for bringing up that topic. But I just want to say again, I do care. Kelsee cares if don't nobody else care. The last comment comes from Beth Peterson. She says, I love watching your tutorials. Not only can you build a beautiful eye look, but you are so good at explaining what you are doing and why. I always learn something from watching you. Smooches. Thank you, Beth. I really do appreciate that. Again, I appreciate anybody who leaves me comments, but especially comments saying that you can follow along to my tutorials, because that is the exact point of a tutorial. If you are watching people's tutorials and you're walking away with the same amount of information that you knew before and you're not an expert in that field, then you just wasted your time watching the tutorial. So I just want to make sure that I'm always educating and just making people aware of different techniques to be able to utilize this makeup that we buy so much of. So I appreciate that, Beth. And I thank each and every one of you all who leave comments on my channel. I've been doing a lot this year. I've been very, very busy. So I haven't been as engaged in my comment section as I have in the past, but I'm doing a little bit better right now. I'm going in, I'm responding to comments, answering questions, and you know, talking to my Kel Belles. So I appreciate you all. Keep the comments coming. I love them. I read each and every one. Even if I don't respond to every single one, I have read your comments. That's everything for my October favorites. You all already know the Sephora sale is still in full swing, so make sure you take advantage of that right now. If you are Rouge, you get 20% off. VIB, you get the 15%, and then if you are a beauty insider, you do get 10%. I will leave my Sephora recommendations video links down in the description box. And you all already know I'm going to do a haul for you all, so that is what's coming up next on my channel. So I will check you all in my very next video, which will be super, super soon. Smooches. Bye.